Now, Friday Night Hype, presented by Hy-Vee.
Those kids were fired up. Those were Roosevelt kids. They were having a good old time. Welcome to Friday Night Hype. These games tonight are what players have to live with over their winter break, so you bet we saw teams pour it on. We'll start with our game of the week, Oskaloosa at DCG. We pick up in the third quarter. Tommy North of Oskaloosa gets things going here with a deep three to cut the DCG lead to one. It's 33-32. We saw some great ball movement, and watch this beautiful backdoor cut from sophomore Chase Perrin. Woo, making the Mustangs in the student section happy. That'll get you on the nice list. Mustangs baseline out of bounds. That's Cooper Hudson finding Perrin again with a tough two. DCG a 7-point lead with under 3 to play, but here comes Oski. Landon Romas thinking about the three. Okay. Thinks some more, gets it to go. It's 48-44, DCG up 4. And how about a game of the week heat check? Feed the hot hand. It's Romas again from 3. Oski still trailing though, 50-47. The Indians would get the last possession, down 1 point here. Tommy North drives hard to the basket, gets it up, and it's too much. Landing on his back, DCG holds on to win 54-51, headed into that holiday break.
It's a good way to end break, as never want to be down, but being 2-0 in the conference, having a big lead, it sets us up to maybe win a conference and have a good record for the rest of the season.
Johnston trying to get their second win of the season against Urbandale. How about that camera angle from Dylan Kuhn? It would be Darren Grandin who gets the scoring started in the first quarter. Bodying, putting it off the window in. Dragon leads 2-0 on the other end. Jake Paragon. Okay, taking the lead. It's 3-2 Urbandale. Student section, a matchup too there. Jaden Hauser for Johnston takes this one to the house. Knock, knock, no one's home. But guess what? Urbandale would go on to beat Johnston 57-55. Lincoln traveled across town to face Metro rival Roosevelt. Brian DeMeyer causing some confusion for the point guard, going coast to coast like he's a Maserati. Okay, Lincoln opens up scoring. Chance Burkett, a stop and pop 3. Now that's called confidence. Give the assist to Walter Johnson. It's 11-7 Roosevelt. Lincoln's Lionel Parks looking like he's hooping at the park. How about that for an acrobatic finish? Lincoln trailing by 1. Up against the clock, Charlie, who's the king now, decides to put on an offensive clinic. That puts the Rough Riders ahead 17-12. Roosevelt made it rain in the second quarter, holding Lincoln to just 3 points. The Rail Splitters never recover, and Roosevelt wins 74-37. Undefeated Dowling went on the road to Waukee. Charlie Crane getting big in the paint. Warriors led 18-14. Now how about this? A little crossover, long two, count it. The Key up 20-15. Third quarter, 5 to go. It's Crane getting to the rack like he's shopping at Nordstrom. Whoo! How about that for a sale? Dowling ahead 29-23. Waukee would not go away. How about the and one play? Dowling led by a few, but this was Charlie Crane's highlight reel, and he would not let Waukee spoil the fun. Dowling escapes 59-46.
Scott Reister's not here, but the Urbandale student section is. Let's get hype.
already had the Christmas theme going here, and these are the DCG fourth graders. They were really feeling themselves. They had such a good time. They were the loudest kids there at the girls' game, cheering on the #1 ranked Mustangs. Oskaloosa had a pretty tough test. Macy Meyer and Ava Smith are the Mustangs' leading scorers, and grabbing the board is Smith and sends it to Meyer, and Tessa Jones caps the play. Tic-tac-toe. It's 6-0 DCG. Naomi Cole reads the pass and picks it off, and she is fearless. Headed to the hoop, she throws it underhand and it gets it to go. DCG ahead 16-8. She wasn't very happy. She didn't like that Oskaloosa was scoring, but she didn't have to worry. Paisley Hyde-Gherkin releases a 3-ball looking like she won the Powerball. DCG wouldn't fold, blowing out Oskaloosa 70-28. Roosevelt is 5-2 this season and led Lincoln big. Milena Hackley throws a one-handed pass cross court to Fatima Ali. She thinks about it but dishes to Kiki Walker. Bang! It's 68-15. Roosevelt. Judy Bakari committing a crime in that robbery. She gets away with it. It's 72-15 Rough Riders. Jumi Coyote, sorry if I messed up your last name, but Jumi putting the work down low, goes righty off the glass. And this was the play of the game. Hackley skips ahead to Kenna Ladinsky. And like it was drawn up, Kiki Walker finishing the sequence. She dropped over 30 tonight. It was a rough ride for Lincoln as Roosevelt wins 86-19. The Urbandale student section brought the passion on the road to the #1 team in the state. Johnston led at 12 by half, and that lead can grow pretty quick when you have Jenica Lewis. Even when Lewis misses, she still manages to get her own rebound. She wanted 3 the old-fashioned way. Whoo, how about that, putting in the work. Urbandale would get back on the scoreboard. Ava Wadier with a nice post move, but Johnston was way too much in the second half. Johnston wins 78-38. 8-1 Dowling played at 1-4 Waukee, and Waukee led for most of the first half and was down 1 at the break. The Moeller sisters made sure that did not happen in the second. That's Ellie Moeller working both ends. It's 50-36 Dowling. 7 minutes left. Abijay Peters putting in the work. The sophomore providing a spark off the bench. It's 52-41 Maroons, and that'll be a transition 3, please. Madison Rice scoring what felt like the dagger. Dowling holds Waukee to just 8 second-half points, winning 61-41. Her name is Zyra. She is 9 years old, and she says she's a retired cheerleader. You guys, she was getting everybody in the student section up and cheering, including the fans to the side. It was amazing to see.